I'm a mother now. Hey y'all, it's your girl Portia J, and I am back with another video. And on today's video, I will be showing you guys my new pumpkin and also giving you guys some tips and tricks just in case if you are thinking about getting your own puppy, okay? So with all that being said, let's get right into the video. Come here, Paisley. This little girl, she has been all up under my bed, finding all type of stuff, y'all, up under the bed. Come here, Paisley. Come here, Paisley. She coming from up under the bed. Come here. Come here. Come and let the people see you. Don't have your mama looking foolish when she calling you. Come on. Come here. Come to me. Come here. What's wrong? Come here. Okay, guys. So, this is Paisley. Say hi, Paisley. Get out of my braids. Okay, let's get a good look at her. Say hi to the people, honey. Right here. Okay, guys. She is a mini Australian Labradoodle. So she's little right now. She's about 5 pounds right now. But she's going to get full size about 20 pounds. And she's going to be much bigger than this. So she is looking for this toy. Here you go. This is her little chicken toy. I mean, I don't know what this is, but she seems to like it and plays with it when she's not trying to tear up my clothes and go under the bed and find stuff. But she is about 8 weeks old. Well, no. She's 9 weeks now. She's 9 weeks. She's only been home for about a week. So she's a little baby. So we got some time with her. Y'all, let me just tell y'all, because I feel like a mom. Like, everywhere I go, honey, she is following up behind me, up under my feet. I can't go nowhere and without her. And if I go to another room in the house and she can't get to where I am, she's hollering, she's screaming, she's barking at me like, don't leave me. Right, Paisley? Huh? She's so precious. She really is a little pumpkin. Hey, pumpkin. She is so precious. But she's been doing pretty good. I mean, besides the, let me let her get down because she being nosy. Besides the usual, you know, trying to potty train her and all these different things, I mean, she's been pretty good. But what I really want to do this video was because I want to give y'all some tips and tricks if y'all decide to get a new puppy, because, honey, it's work. So what I'm going to do is, y'all, please stay hydrated. I'm going to give y'all 5 tips and tricks just for y'all to know when y'all get a new puppy, because it's a lot of work. You know, getting a puppy, getting a dog, getting an animal, it's like having a child. And I'm like, I feel like I birthed her right out of my own body, because I'm having to call her name all day. I gotta feed her. I gotta take her out to go to the bathroom. So, yeah. Okay, so the first tip is, before you even get a new puppy, make sure you're doing your research. Make sure that you know who you're getting your puppy through. So I got Paisley through a Labradoodle breeder. So this woman breeds mini Australian Labradoodles, all kinds of Labradoodles. She also breeds golden doodles. So I found her basically on Google, and I just went through the reviews and you know, looked at her website to see, and I spoke with her before I even put down a deposit for Paisley. So this is my second dog that I've had in my entire life, and the first dog that I got, I was really young, so I didn't really know much about this whole process, but she was not from like a breeder. We actually bought her from like a pet store where they had millions of other dogs, and it's kind of hard to keep up with all of the pets. So one thing I can say is that getting Paisley, I can tell that like her character is different from my first dog. Like my first dog, she was really like leery. When she came home, I just remember her being like not comfortable right away, just kind of like we had to give her time to really like warm up to us and get comfortable. Like she was still a puppy, but she had these different ways about herself. Like she would not want us to mess with her stuff. She would get really territorial of her food, of her toys. But with Paisley, it's like I could go and touch her while she's eating and she won't growl at me. You know, I could take her toys from her. She's not selfish like that. And so this breeder that I got her from had like a family with young children, so I know they played with her and everything like that. So she kind of was able to develop some social skills early on. So I would say before you even get a dog, make sure that you are getting them from a loving home, like a place where you have a breeder that's really tending to the pets, because however the character is of the pet is going to determine how easily they adapt to your home life. Okay, so the second tip I would say is get the basics. Before you bring your pet home, get the basic supplies. Get a bed, get bowls, get training pads, get a leash and collar, get the stuff that you know that you're gonna need. Get food. Please don't go and buy all these different toys. Don't go and buy all these different big playpens and stuff like that, because these dogs are picky. And especially with her, like I bought stuff and see, I knew that I was gonna have to be tending to her. Like I knew that I was gonna be the primary person like taking care of her. So I was like, you know what? Let me just get all this stuff that I need, because I don't want to have to worry. Especially the week that I got her, I was going back to school. So I knew that, hey, I'm not gonna have time to be sitting here and really like having to go out and buy stuff. So I'm like, let me just get everything. So it was a good thing, but a lot of the stuff she didn't use, so I ended up sending a lot of the stuff back. But that takes up more time and energy. So I would say get basics and just fill your pet out. Like your pet is gonna let you know what they need, the extra necessities, because I went and bought like different toys that she didn't play with. I had to take those back. And she showed me like things. I would see her like nibbling on certain things. Like this dog, she loved cords and strings. Anything with a string on it, she chewing on it. So I'm like, okay, I know I need to get her some type of stringy toy or some yarn or something to play with. So they're gonna let you know like what they need. So don't be so nervous about what to buy, you know. Okay, now the third tip, I think I was really like stressing, and The reason why I was stressing this tip is because, like I said, I had a dog previously, and my previous pet, she was table fed. This dog, let me tell you, ate grits, pancakes, bacon, eggs, honey, right in the morning with us. She was eating whatever we ate, she was eating. And like, I remember us going to like Sam's Club, buying her a rotisserie chicken every week, and we would cut that chicken up, honey, and she would have fresh rotisserie chicken every week. So that dog there, she was spoiled rotten on table food, and she was fat. You know, I can't lie. My previous pet was fat. So with this dog, with Paisley, I was like, you know what, I can't have my dog like that, because I just feel like it was difficult for my previous pet to like move around and do a lot of the things. So I'm like, I'm really stressing diet with Paisley. So I have Paisley on a raw food diet. Now I don't have her just on any raw food diet. I'm not going to the store, buying a chicken, chopping it up, and feeding it to her. No. There is a natural pet store by my house, not too far from my house, and there are some companies that make the food, that make the raw food, and they package it up. They put different vegetables and things like that. So I have just gone to that pet store, and that's where I feed her. So it comes in like little like raw like patties, and you just take the patties out. It comes frozen, and you let them unthaw, and then you give it to your pet unthawed. Please don't give it to your pet frozen. But I would highly suggest you do a raw diet, only because I know that these are our pets, so it kind of doesn't register to us. We think that we need to give them what we like, but we have to remember that they're animals. They don't like what we like. Like, they don't need bacon, pancakes. They don't need that kind of stuff. They don't need rotisserie chickens. Like, they don't need it. They just need what they need. So I would just say, do your research. I know that some people give their pets the raw hard food. I've never been a fan of the raw hard food, and only because I just feel like it has these other chemicals in it. And me being a pharmacist, that sounds real nice. Okay, me being a future pharmacist, I just understand like how these chemical imbalances can really affect the body and affect you holistically. So I'm just really leery of giving her this hard food. I want something very natural for her. I think it's the best. So I'm trying to just give her the best. I want her to be around for a long time. So I would rather spend the money on her food than spend it at the vet. Okay, now this fourth tip I'm going to say is have the time. I felt really guilty with my first pet because I left and went off to school, and I just noticed she was getting older, and I was moving kind of away from the house, and I just noticed like sometimes when I would come back home, it would take her a minute to kind of like warm up to me, and I could tell sometimes she was a little attitudinal. And as she got older and started to become sick, when I would leave, I could tell that she was really just unhappy with me. So it kind of broke my heart. And then she passed the day before I came home. So that really hurt me because I remember like trying to get back home. I think like I had a test that I didn't have to take or something like that. Something with my schedule, I was able to come back home earlier. So I remember like, okay, let me change my flight. I changed my flight and everything because I was trying to get back home to her. And she ended up passing the night before I came home. And I was just devastated. I was like, at least wanted to have been here with her. I mean, I know it was nothing that I could have done. It was her time. But it just really hurt me. So I would just say have the time with your pets to spend with them, to grow with them, because that's how they live. I honestly feel like if it weren't for the love of owners, like pets wouldn't be around as long as they do. And I know that my previous dog lasted so long because we gave her all the love. And like with Paisley, the great thing about me getting her now is like it just happened at the perfect time because I was actually able to be home with her, to spend time with her. So it's like when I'm in class, she's right under my feet, you know, looking up at me, or she's sleeping or whatever she's doing. But you know, and I feel like that's why she follows me around so much, is because I'm here, I'm at home. You know, I'm not getting up, running to class, coming back to see about her. I'm taking her out morning, afternoon, nighttime. Sometimes I take her out in between those times, so she gets out 4 or 5 times a day. You know, she's eating 3 times a day. You know, I'm here with her. I can play with her. I can see about her. I'm talking to her all day. So it's like she is really, really getting all of me. And I think that that's important for your pet. Your pet needs to know you. You need to spend some quality time. So when I say that this virus has really been a blessing in disguise, it has been a blessing in disguise, honey. I'm telling you. So the last tip, I think that, you know, some people may feel a way about, but I'm just this kind of way. Like, you know, we get pets. Well, I assume that we all buy pets because we want them to love us, and we want to love them, and we want to have that, I don't know, we want to have a full and holistic family or whatever. But I just don't understand why some people get pets and they have them caged all the time. Let me tell you something. This is my last tip for you guys. Let your dog run free. Don't have the dog in a cage all day, especially if you're at home. Now, I can understand when they are young, they get into different stuff, you know, put them up. If you're going out for work, put them up. But see, that goes back to my last tip when I said you need to have time. So I let Paisley run free. My first pet ran free. I think we did have her caged in the beginning of her life because we had work in school, so we couldn't have her running around. She was tearing up everything. She tore up my house shoes. She tore up our old couch. She was running amok. So that was a different situation. So with Paisley, this dog just runs around. And you know what? She's only 8 weeks and she's getting up and down the stairs in our house. I do not know how she started getting up and down these stairs, but she be freaking me out. I be scared because she be surfing down the stairs and she just into everything. But it's good for her because it's gonna help her so that way I don't have to do as much. So the quicker that she adapts, the better off I am and the less work I have to do. But I allow her to run free. When I take her outside, I don't even put a leash on her. And the reason why I say that is because it's really, really important. I see so many people outside of my house with their pets, yelling and screaming at their pets because their pets are running down the block and they're not listening. But see, that's the problem, because you have them caged. When they get outside, they go crazy. So if you let them, while they're young, if you just let them roam around, be free, don't bother them, trust me, they're gonna want to come back, because dogs are smart. They know when they're in danger. They know when something is not right. They're gonna come back to their home. They're not dumb. You have to give them that free will, and you have to let them know, hey, I am allowing you to have your free range. It's just like with a child. You can't bottle or cage your child up, because when they get out into the real world, they're gonna run amok. So you have to let them have some freedom. So let your dogs run. Let them run and play, let them get into stuff, and when they are going too far, you let them know that, hey, you're going too far. You need to come on back. You need to scale it back. You need to get back home. Okay? Because you're doing too much. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Paisley says thank you for watching Mommy's video. Say bye, Paisley. Bye. Okay. Let me just put the tissue down. Look, ladies, why don't touch none? I had to hold my braids back. I'm like,